Hello guys, this is Mr. Chicken Monkey 996 here, also known as Why I Don't Believe in a God, at least the Christian God. Don't ask why, I've got my hood up. I just think it makes me look really sinister, because I know Christians will come to me and they'll say demon spawn and think I'm a Satanist now, or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I'm not here to make anyone offended. I just want to give you my experience, my negative experience. Well, it's some positive experience with Christianity, but yeah, slavery. Why does God does not prohibit slavery? He seems to enjoy, don't mind slavery. Okay, Colossians or yeah, I think that's what it is. It says, slaves, obey your earthly master in everything, and do it, not only when their eyes is on you and to win their favour, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. Okay. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, and with sincerity of heart. If a man lies with a man, as one lies with a woman, both of them have done what is detestable. They must be put to death. The blood will be on their own heads. Yeah. A bit primitive. You could tell this was written by primitive people. Alright, now I think the ancient alien theory and all this, when you look at religious texts and all that, if you're familiar with that, I think that's more probable that a god would be an extraterrestrial. Alright, and then we're just saying it's a god, oh it's an angel, oh it's a demon, because we didn't understand what it was. We did not have science. Okay, the following verse is absurd because it shows that God is willful author of a massive worldwide Holocaust. Okay, Genesis chapter 6, verse 6 to 7. Alright? The Lord was grieved that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will wipe mankind whom I have created from the face of the earth, men and animals, and creatures that move along the ground, and birds of the earth, for I am grieved that I have made them. Also, the following verse is absurd because Jesus tells us that we must hate everyone if we want to follow him. If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and his mother, his wife and children, his brother and sisters, yes, even his own life, cannot be my disciple. I guess that's kind of like worded wrong, but it says it how it said it. Unless the person meant you cannot like your parents, your friends and family and yourself more than you should like me, like God. So you have to like God more than anything. That's probably what it meant. But the way someone has wrote that in the Bible or whatever, it just makes it just sick. But back to the Genesis chapter 6, verse 6 to 7 about wiping whole of mankind off the face of the earth, like days of Noah. Apparently it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen like days of Noah. I quote. End quote. I'm sorry, but I do not want to worship and know and love a God that promotes worldwide Holocaust, genocide. It's just, it's stupid. It's horrific. Oh, and then just to say sorry, he puts a rainbow in the sky. Oh, so rainbows didn't exist before the storm? I'm pretty sure there was rainbows in the sky when it was raining in some areas way before he tried to exterminate all of mankind and animals and creatures on the earth and birds that are in the earth. How the flip? And you know what? This is just giving me an inclination. If this were to be true, I don't think it would be a god on his on the cloud, zapping a load of lightning bolts and flooding the earth. No. It's honestly, it's more likely that an extraterrestrial decided to purge the human population, maybe for a genetic reason or whatever. That's more probable. But far as I know, there's no such evidence that there has been a massive great flood. At least, why does God also massacre millions of children? Chapter 12, verse 28 to 30, the Israelites did just what the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron at midnight. The Lord struck down all the firstborn in Egypt. Yeah, I can actually confirm that as actually true, because, I mean, what it says in the Bible, it's just why? It's just sick. Okay, it struck all the firstborn in Egypt, and from the firstborn of the Pharaoh who sat on the throne, to the firstborn of the prisoner who was in the dungeon, and the firstborn of the livestock as well. Pharaoh and all of his officials and all of the Egyptians got up during that night. There was a loud wailing in Egypt, for there was not a house without someone dead. It sounds like a fucking psychopath to me. There's no other way to interpret this. A lot of things I would say to God, if that type of God would exist. So when I die, if and when I die, I will go to whatever and explain why I didn't decide to believe in the Christian God. I mean, I just expect me to believe in this Christian God. There's the Islamic God, Allah, alright? There's the Shiva and other Greek gods, Zeus and who else? I don't know. There's a load of different types of gods. It's like, why are there so many gods? People need to put away childish games. The religion, I'm sorry, it's just, when we was in our infancy, we decided to create religion because we was lonely and scared. Basically, we wanted to have understanding on how the universe worked, on how the reason why we wanted hope. You know, after death, we wanted a bit of relief, so then we're not worrying about death. And number one, positivity. Okay, it gave me a sense of hope, and that there's going to be life after death, that I will see my baby sister. Alright? It gave me that hope. For a moment, it gave me a sense of peace. It made me feel loved, weirdly enough. I want to felt loved, and I kind of did. Alright? But then I realised I'm being a fool. I'm being brainwashed. And to be honest with you, the other positivities though is that, I don't know, it just made me more motivational, I guess. Well, there's not much positivity, if I'm honest, but all I can say, it just gave me hope, and I understand why people would believe in God. And I'm not saying God does not exist, but the Christian God? No. How do I know that the Christian God exists? I would hope not anyway. It sounds like it even says in the Bible that he's a jealous God. You don't have any gods before me, because for I'm a jealous God. He literally says that in the Bible. Search it up. Do what you want. Do your own research. But I've done mine. I've been doing mine for years, and I finally can say that I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I'm sorry. All because, for guys and girls, I don't want to be vulgar or anything, but we all know masturbation is healthy, right? What I do know is that masturbation is a part of life. And it is healthy, it has health benefits, alright? Something natural instincts. And basically, Christianity, all it is, it's going against your natural instincts. Weirdly enough. I just feel like people who created the religion, Christianity, is to just dominate mainland Europe with Christianity. It put people in fear and believe what you want to believe. But I've got to admit, religion, especially Christianity, has caused more anxiety, more depression than anything else.